Tech Tales 15, where I tell stories about my actual billable time slips for real world work. Right now, my stress level is like way up there somewhere. And that just happened about 4 minutes ago as I was preparing to record this video. I discovered a problem with my QuickBooks time slips, QuickBooks Online. So I'm going to try to show it to you. This is going to be a little awkward for me. I'm probably going to pause the video occasionally because I need to blur out some items. But I'm going to show you something about how QuickBooks Online can just raise my stress level. Hopefully, you'll witness me fix this during this video. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and punch over here to my computer number 2. And, let's see, okay, pause. There it is. Somehow I thought it was important that my picture-in-picture would be there. Here's QuickBooks Online. All right, this is the name of my computer consulting business for my local clients. You don't see that on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts. What I'm going to do is click on, let's see. Yeah, I can click New and then go to Weekly Timesheet. And that's how I bring up the Weekly Timesheet. Now, when I go to enter a time slip, I actually use this single time activity. And you know what? I think I can demonstrate that. So I'll go there, and it brings me up this sheet. And then I can start typing in the client name here, and it shows up the rest of the client name. I type in a service type. I put in a start time and an end time, and then I type the description of my service right in here. Except today, right now, actually, I entered a time slip about 20 minutes ago, and it worked fine. And actually, if I enter a time slip right now, it looks like it works fine. There's something else going wrong. So there's the stress level. So I'll click New here, and then click Weekly Timesheet. Now I'm gonna bounce back to the camera here because I think I'm gonna have to do some blurring there. Yes. So here's a pause. Click up here on. Okay, so here's the timesheet with the blurring. I'll give you a few seconds to see if you can figure out why my stress level is so high. And I'll point out some things to you here. Okay, so the name of the timekeeper up here, the week that's being displayed right now. Today's Wednesday. And then down here, each of these rows, there's a time slip. And I've blurred out the description field of the time slip because some of these description fields will have individual people's names, and I'm not comfortable putting those on YouTube without permission. So then this field here says services. So that's what I'm charging for. It's a billing title. I could have different types of billing title. All of mine are services, and they're all billed at a rate you can see there, $110 an hour. And for those of you who say, "Ooh, that's not very high," and yeah, I know I'm low. I've been, I don't know, more than a decade since I've raised my prices. I'm fine with where I'm at, and I'm real happy with my clients. So I should have raised them, but I haven't. Deal with it. Get over it. Okay, so what's missing? Client names. I have not blurred out this field where it says choose a client. Now it's kind of a light gray there. You maybe can't see it. It says choose a client. All of my client selections for those time slips are all gone. Does that sound like a stressful incident? Now, I was going to talk to you today about the prior week because I've been going time slip by time slip. So I've been on the prior week. Now I believe I can select the prior week by clicking in here and go to the prior week, and those blurs are still going to be in the right place. I hope I'm right. Yeah, so see, these dates over here changed. Or yeah, they changed just when I pointed to them, didn't they? So the descriptions are still blurred out and the clients are still missing. Okay. So let me show you another piece. I'm going to pause here. Okay, now I'm on an individual time slip. This is where I would put in a new time slip. Here's the client field. Come over here to this drop-down list and pick a client. There's no clients there. There's no clients there. When I come down here to the service types, my services are there. And there's one down here called services, and that would be for my hourly rate. Oh, I got some residuals of those blurrings around that area. Now this button up here looks like a clock. I can click on that to pull up recent time slips. So here's what's happened, and I've arranged a blur in the right place here. So I'm going to click on that. And over here, this column that's blurred out shows client names. So I think I'm going to be okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log out of QuickBooks Online and log back in and see if it's all back in place. And if it is, this video is done. I'm not doing it anymore today. I'm going to go try to relax. So let's see, what can I do with showing? If I click on this clock again up here, that'll take that window away. And then if I exit out of this, where does that take me to? I'm not entirely sure, so I'm going to pause again. Yes, this looks fine. So I'm going to click on the X up here in the upper right corner, and that's going to take me back to the main dashboard for QuickBooks Online. And then come up here to my profile icon in the upper right corner, click on that once, and then click on Sign Out. And then I'll click on Sign In. And I'm going to change to a different camera here. Okay, so that came back in to the main dashboard. And then if I go click on here, I've got to get back to this blur where I had for the, yeah, I'm gonna need to change camera angles again, because if the clients show up or I expect them to, I'm not sure what's going to show. So I'll pause it. Okay, so this is ready. Come up here to do new and weekly timesheet. Click on weekly timesheet. Then it drops in. And here it is. Yes, yes. They're blurred out, but you got the first letter of the clients there. Okay, you can see there is something in the client field. The rest of the data is there. Go back to the prior week. And then these dates change as I move from one week to another. And you can see that I am just like my clients who call me in a panic when something just went wrong and their stress level goes to here and they're looking for me to save the day, and I tell them, try restarting the computer. Or in this case, log out and log back in. I know that doesn't keep my stress level from going up. Now, I had another incident with QuickBooks Online a couple months ago where I went to do a time slip and the layout was totally different. And it would not let me do start and stop times anymore. So let me see if I can recreate that from what it was. Let's see. Yeah, I can show you this screen. So this whole layout was different, completely, drastically different. And there's no place for me to select that I want to do start and end times. And so when I was going to enter a new time slip, I'd have to actually do the calculations myself. I was instantly furious. I logged out, logged back in, restarted the computer, tried a different computer. No matter what I did, it was still that way. And I think this happened like on a Friday. So what I did is I started writing, well, not by hand. I think what I did is I went into the description area and just typed my start and stop time. And I probably put in an approximation of the time, or maybe I just did 1 minute. Honestly, I don't remember. It was a stressful time. And after about 3 or 4 days, it returned to normal. And I just told myself, chill out, lighten up, relax. I went and searched online, trying to find some answer for this. I tried contacting QuickBooks and didn't get through. And I don't think I tried very long or very hard to get through to them for tech support, because I knew I was not going to be a good person to speak with. Yeah. Okay, so that's the plain unvarnished truth. I think that's it for now. I'm going to go chill out and relax. Usually I'm recording these in the evening. It's 7:16 p.m. if you didn't notice that on the clock when I was showing the screen. So I'm done. I'm just done. I just finished up working on a time slip that I'm going to read off to you several days in the future once I get caught up to what today is, because I just spent several hours on a task, and I finished it and decided, okay, I need to do a Tech Tales, and then that hit me. Oh, glad to have that solved. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. Catch you later. Goodbye.